is Kenny. Welcome back to my channel. I saw that you guys love my skincare video, so I thought to bring back another beauty video. Currently, I am in love with basically all new skincare products. I gave myself not a challenge, but I wanted to do something for myself this year. So I wanted to make sure that every paycheck that I picked up something new regarding to makeup, so I can just, get my skills a little bit better, just, I don't know, that's just like my little gift to myself every paycheck. So today I wanted to come here and show you guys a few of my favorite products that I picked over the past few months. In the future, I will be coming back every month just going over my monthly favorites. So look out for April's videos because I am going to be purchasing something today. So you guys leave me comments below if you want me to check something out, or if you've been looking at something or you think will work out for me after seeing these products that I show you guys. I typically shop at Target, Ulta, Sephora, and CVS. That's where I get all of my products. I like memberships, so Sephora, you can accrue your points as time goes on, and Ulta as well. So if I'm going to be spending a ton of money, I like to be able to gain something out of it at the end of the day. So stay tuned for these videos. Okay, so there won't be any particular order. I just wanted to have that casual talk. So I wanted to make sure you guys were comfortable. You see that I'm comfortable. I got me a little turban on, got my makeup did. I just wanted to tell you guys, listen, I'm gonna show you all these beauty products, but just know you don't need makeup to feel beautiful. I wanted to come here today without my wig on, without, hair extensions and stuff, and just show you that you can be beautiful even if you don't have tons of long hair and all that extra stuff. So you natural beauties, you guys are goals, but I just can't have my face looking like I'm crazy. So that's the reason why I have some makeup on today. Well, anyways, let's just get into the first product. So my first product, so a little backstory. I have been trying to figure out why my makeup transfers, why my makeup doesn't last as long as I would prefer it to. I've been recently using a setting spray that I've been using for years, and I wanted to change it up. So after watching a few of my favorite YouTube gurus, I decided to check out the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. When I tell you guys, this is amazing, it really is. This here gives off a nice mist. My issue with a lot of setting sprays, especially the cheaper ones, the nozzle is not the best. So sometimes you'll get kind of little splats on your face when you're spraying it on. Quick tip about applying facial sprays: you want to make sure that you are about an arm's distance away from your face. So if I were to apply this one, I will be this far away and I would spray it. And as you can see, it's just kind of spraying on my face. Of course it's far, but you want it to kind of just, the residue to fall on your face, and that is what helps set your face. Now, it's not wrong if you spray it really close to your face. It just, there is always a chance for your makeup to have splotches, and also it will take forever for your face to dry. So, this product here, I've loved it. This, I would say, comparatively to its price, I possibly would purchase it again. It's a little bit more expensive than I'm used to purchasing, because I like to purchase the Mario Badescu setting spray or the facial spray, but this is a winner. Okay guys, so this next product, this is definitely going to be a rebuy for me. I'm kind of getting sad because it's already starting to run out, but I've had this since January, and every time I do my makeup, I always reach for this. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in color Deep Sable. When I tell you, I've always been afraid of using drugstore foundations simply because you can't swatch them. I was just very surprised that this was such, it had great consistency. It has medium to full coverage, so that means it's buildable. But it just, listen, it soaks up my oils. It has a matte finish. It's just amazing. I love it. I would definitely check out Ulta if you are looking at purchasing this, simply because typically they do have samples for this one in particular. Not all their drugstore foundations have samples, but this one does, and this is why I was able to get my correct color. But I don't know, I just love this. It lasts all day. If you have a really good setting spray, you are going to be snatched for the gods. Okay, so like I told you guys, I will be bouncing around. This here is a staple product that I've been using since college. It's called the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Filler. I use this as my primer. And key tip, typically don't use this before makeup because I found other primers that I like a little bit more. This one here has been my go-to for the past few months, because when I don't want to wear makeup to work, I just apply this in my T-zone, and it gives me like that Instagram filtered look. I love it. It just smooths out my skin perfectly, and a little bit goes a long way. When I tell you I've had this one here, I purchased another one in January because I thought I lost this one, so that's the reason why I'm bringing it up in this video. But I've had this one here going on over 8 months. Granted, like I told you, I don't use it every day, but if I were to use it every day, I could see this lasting a good little while. Okay guys, so I have been loving this new primer. It's called the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. As you guys can tell, I've already been using it, and I have, listen, this here is it. Every time I do my makeup, I use this. At first, when I first purchased it, I kind of took it for granted because I forgot about it. That's the only thing that sucks about buying so many products. You just, you'll neglect the ones that you already have. So since I've been trying to cut back on repurchasing the same products, this is it. I was recently looking at the Tatcha canvas primer, but didn't want to pay that much money, so I checked out a few reviews online, and this is a dupe for that. So if you guys are looking at purchasing that other product by Tatcha, definitely try this out because it's only a few bucks. And then I believe they have a new a different type of putty primer as well. I picked this up from my local drugstore, so it is very easy to get. When it first came out, it was sold out for about a month or so, but now it's stocked on the shelves, and I would definitely say that this is something that you would like if you like to have a flawless canvas, as far as if you have deep pores or if you have a lot of texture on your face. Texture is one of my biggest issues, so I'm always looking for a primer that is going to settle into the texture and then create a flat surface, and this does that. Okay guys, so my next product is something that really shocked me, simply because I typically don't buy products like this. It is going to be the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. I don't ever buy palettes simply because most of the time I can't use all of the shades. When it comes to this product here, they have just enough shades to deepen up my contour and buff it out if I've applied too much. So when it comes to the contour, I always, I typically use this one. It's a little dark for my skin, so a little goes a long way. But the reason why I like this, because if you are darker than me, this would definitely be a winner for you. Typically, you have to look everywhere to find darker shades, but this is available. I've seen this available at so many different drugstores. So I like to use this one for my contour, as it says contour. Then typically I will always buff out my contour with a lighter color. Buffing out means that I try to take off some of the product that I've already applied so it doesn't look as harsh. I'll do it with this color, and then sometimes I use this highlight. Not a fan of this highlight, or I didn't really get this for the highlight, so if I already have this open, I'll use this. But I have highlighters that are already my go-to. But if you are looking for a product that includes pretty much or two things out of your makeup routine, this is definitely it. Okay ladies, since we're on the topic of palettes, this is one of my favorite palettes. It's the Sephora Collection Blush and Highlighter Palette in color Spice Market. as I mentioned earlier with the other palette, the reason why it made it to my list of favorites this month is because of the shade range. When I tell you I can use every single color in this palette, I am not lying. Like, this is, do you guys see that? Like, I hope my lights aren't picking up or making it wash out, but like the only one you possibly can't see is going to be this white one. But come on. So this typically, like I showed you in the last palette, this lighter brown, I typically use that one to buff out my contour. These three colors, so this orange, this light pink, and this darker rosy pink, I use all together to create a custom blush. Or I'll use these two together, which is the lighter pink and the rosier pink. And if I'm looking for like a sweetheart look, or if I want like a sun touch look, I'll just use the orange by itself. When I tell you this palette speaks volumes, especially because I was a little worried about why it cost $28. I was just like, Sephora, sit down. But they've definitely outdone themselves. This highlighter is really good as far as brightening up your face. It's not as pigmented as my other highlighters, simply because I like gold reflective colors, but it definitely does its job. I would definitely recommend this palette if you go to work every day and you do your makeup. This here, none of these colors are too wild, especially when you buff all these out. You can definitely enhance the color and it gives off a good amount of pigment. But if you wanted to have a subdued look, this palette could give you that as well. So the last color, which I already know you guys are already looking at it, and I know you want to say, Kenny, all these colors don't work for you. I know they don't. They do, guys. So the lighter white color, I put it on my Cupid's bow, which is the top of my lip, before I apply my lip product, and it has been amazing. So if you guys can see my highlight, I'm not sure if you can see it, that's this white color right here. That's this white color. Like today I was like, I'm gonna just try it. So I applied it today, and that's it. Like, I literally was gonna tell you guys I only applied that white on the Cupid's bow, but I applied it on my face today and I completely forgot. And it has a great transparency, so it's a perfect highlighter. So one thing that I like about highlighters, or what makes me dislike a highlighter, is if it's too pigmented, meaning that it shows color. I only want you to highlight me, baby. I don't need you to be picking up and messing up my foundation, and this palette does that. So if you guys are looking for a palette, once again, palettes are great because it's an all-in-one type of thing. This is an all-in-one. You have your highlighters, you have, even if you wanted to do a little makeup look, as far as eye makeup, you can definitely do it with these. And then you have your contour. So this is, if I'm going out night on the town and I don't want to take that many different makeup products, this is possibly what I would take.